remember talking to you like a couple years ago where you had the eye for strategy to see how insane some of this LGBT shit was going to get.
Yep.
And you were basically like, listen, man, no one's talking about this shit. My goal is I'll take the fucking libertarians. I'll take the paleo-cons.
Yep.
I'll take the neocons. I don't give a shit. Pushing back on this is the single biggest issue. And I think you've been so
It was a single biggest issue of our time at that time.
Yeah.
Was the agenda which was being rolled out for the trans ideology. And I was way ahead of the curve on that, way ahead of the curve on birth rates, way ahead of the curve on all of this, and forming a coalition in opposition. And I would like to take some credit, though I hate to do this, I have to, in a way. I'll take some credit that it was a lot of the arguments that I put out in the ethos against the transgender ideology that changed a lot of the way that people argued that issue. And I think that it did shift at least the online goalpost a bit. Now, people, I'm sure, will refute that because you don't want to give me credit for fucking anything. But definitely, I introduced arguments into the ethos that had not been heard before.
Yeah, I mean, and I will admit, it's one of the issues that I was wrong on in that, you know, a lot of people like me that don't have quite as conservative views as you on some of these social policies. I was like, I like Andrew, and I agree that there's some sort of worry, but shit ain't going to get as radical as he's suggesting. Boy, was I fucking wrong.
Yeah, boy, were you wrong.
It's really is. It's mind-blowing how fast. And, you know, when, you know, it's difficult with terms of service and stuff. I won't use the exact words, but you can imagine where things go from here. You know, if you could choose your sex, why can't you choose your age? And, you know, what's that mean? The logical extrapolation from that. That is where we're heading, you know, and that's some scary shit.